What is going on, peasants? My name is JB and I'm back here today for another tutorial video here on Pokemon Sword and Shield, and this is not really going to have anything to do with gameplay at all, so it basically has nothing to do with the actual gameplay of Sword and Shield. This is going to be a tutorial pretty much mostly for other content creators or anyone who might have some sort of need for this. What I'm basically going to be showing you guys how to do is get PNGs or transparent background versions of cool animations like attack animations and stuff like that for thumbnails or whatever you might need it for. I'm making this video because it wasn't information I could find readily available, so I thought, you know, might as well just go ahead and make a video on it. So things you're gonna need, obviously, need your Sword and Shield, and you're gonna need to probably open your recording device or some way to get a screenshot of your game on your computer or tablet or whatever. I'm gonna use the video I'm literally recording right now, and I'll show you what to do when we get to that point. But what you're gonna do in game is you're gonna head on over to your Pokedex and go over to whatever Pokemon you need. We're just gonna use Rillaboom for this because it works for the example. So you can see down in the bottom area of the screen, you press A for motion/cry, and then that's what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna press it again, and you can see it does a cool little animation, and you can hit X to pause, and then boom, just pause it, and then we'll see what you can get from there. But all Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, have at least 2 animations. Some maybe have more, I don't know. The only ones I've tried so far have 2, so we're just gonna press A again. You can see there's another one. I like that a lot more, so that's probably what we're gonna be using here today. And yeah, so there's your screenshot. So just pause that, and like I said, make sure you're recording or just have some way to get this onto your computer. I'm, like I said, just gonna be using what you're watching right now. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the next step. Oakley dokley. So I'm over here on my editing software, which for me happens to be Sony Vegas. Whatever editing software you use, go to your editing software and then drop in the file for what you recorded. Boom, here it is for me. We're just going to slide it in. Oh my god, this is what you guys just watched. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to slide on over to this, which is, like I said, the screenshot we're going to use. I prefer to disable resample on Vegas. It's up to you. It makes it a little less grainy. Not that you can really tell, but it doesn't. Yeah, this is what we're doing. What I'm doing. So you're gonna save snapshot the file or just whatever. However you get your screenshot. Boom. There's your screenshot. That's how I get mine. Then we're gonna head on over to Photoshop or any other picture photo editing software you have. I have Photoshop. This is how to use it. Do this, you know, with Photoshop. So if you don't have Photoshop, you have like GIMP or something, I can't really help you. Or Pixlr or whatever. I can't really help you with that. I can help you with Photoshop though. So you're gonna open up your image. Boom. See, we have Rillaboom here just chilling, looking all nice and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. Alt scroll wheel if you don't know how to do that without pressing Z. So here's the guy. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna come over here to your taskbar and go to the third tool down. Right click on it to change. If you just set on lasso tool, what you're gonna want is the magnetic lasso tool. Boom, get that selected, and I prefer to start at the bottom. Basically what this tool does is where like the lasso tool itself, it will manually, like you will manually have to like click all of these like little dots every time it, you know, adds another one. The lasso tool, the one we're using, does it for you automatically, but every time you get to a corner you can still like click if you need to get a little bit detail. And I'm not gonna do this perfectly. I'm just gonna kind of get it done. If you want to be like super meticulous and cut it out absolutely perfectly, feel free. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this done. So I'm just gonna speed this part up or skip ahead until we are ready to move on. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in a second. Okie dokie. So once you are to this point where you're ready to connect them back, you just go ahead and connect. I will say one tip I have for you is make sure you give yourself plenty of mouse room. I had to do this twice because I accidentally smacked the edge of my keyboard with my mouse and it somehow pressed a button and I lost all my progress. So make sure you give yourself plenty of mouse room. So once you get ready to connect them back, just click again if it will. There we go. And it will give you this little outline. So you see over here and over here there are a couple of other areas where there are just more background, so I'm going to show you guys how to cut that out as well. You're going to come up here to where you see the these boxes up here. Basically, this will probably be your default, just a singular box. You're going to want to click on the second one, which is, if I can get the name to pop back up, it's new selection and then add to selection. So you're going to want that. And then you see it has a little plus sign there. You're going to want to hold Alt on your keyboard to when it changes to minus, and then you're going to click in the area where you need to add to it. So we need to start here, and then once you click the first time, you no longer have to hold Alt, but make sure you're holding Alt when you click, obviously. And then you can just drag around the area that you need to finish cutting out. And like I said, this isn't the cleanest version. I kind of just went through this. If you want to, spend more time and just meticulously go through and make sure you're getting all of the orange background cut out, feel free, obviously. And then for the second one, just make sure you hold Alt, do the exact same thing, click in, and then boom, just trace that around. I'll just click these in, nice little square, boom, and boom. So once you have all of the areas in the little dotty version, you're gonna come over here. You should probably do this first, but it doesn't really matter. Unlock the layer, so it's no longer background, it's a regular layer. Come down here to the bottom. I can press Control on my keyboard to show you guys. Down yonder to the bottom right of Photoshop, and click on this little thing that looks like a camera. It's a layer mask, so boom, there you go. There's your background gone, and then you're gonna come up back here, back to the layer, and then convert to smart object, and then there you have it. Boom, it's just your mon is just there chilling. You can see, like I said, there's some orange I missed. If you want to take time to cut that out, feel free. I went through pretty fast, and it probably won't even show up, especially if you like stroke the layer. So yeah, it's fine. And then what you're gonna do from there is you're gonna export it or save as. I just export because I don't want the extra file. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, boom, there you go. Rillaboom. You can see I already have a few. And there you go. That's how you do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this helps anyone who was curious about how to do this out. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.